Axel sold for more tickets to a couple of high school students from Westlake, and just like that, Armpit had another $270. He was up $300, and there were still 2 tickets left, which would mean another $135 for him. The final ruler of the world campaign speeches were given Saturday morning. Thursday morning, the second-to-last speech was given by Claire, Tatiana's friend, who brought Dumbo the elephant, so all the other elephants made fun of him. But then he got drunk and ended up in a tree, and this bird sang to him, and then his mom's friend said he could fly because of a magic feather. Yeah, I've seen the movie, a boy back said, but Claire just continued. I used to love the movie. I could hear Tatiana whisper. You wonder if she still planned to vote for coup. The last speech given by Robbie Kincaid was for an armadillo named Joe. Robbie obviously made up the speech as he went along, including the name of his armadillo. This is an armadillo, I think. You can vote for him if you want. His name is Joe the Armadillo. Joe the Armadillo. He's brown. He has 4 legs, and these sail dingy. Then came the vote. Everyone had to write down his order first and second choices. Joe the Armadillo won, and Dumbo was elected vice ruler of the world. If you feel any less than Joe, unable to fulfill his obligations, Dumbo would take over. Armpit tried not to let this disappointment show. After all, it was just a stupid assignment, and people just bought for the only ones they could remember. And so the coup didn't win, Tatiana said to him after class. She placed her hand on his arm and she said it no bigger. You gave the best speech, she told him, her hands still there. You could have made Jean happy. She's your sister, my neighbor. That's right. She had a leukemia, cerebral palsy. Armpit wondered if Tatiana had forgotten her hand was there, but if she had, it wasn't about to remind her her fingernails were painted green. Her perfume smelled like cantaloupe. Say, listen, he said. Do you like Cara Dere? He squished his arm. Red Outlet. I love the song. You want to go to the concert on Saturday? She bit her lip. You mean did you? Yeah, he asked, just to make sure. She smiled. Yeah. By the time economics was over, Armpit had convinced himself that Axel had already sold the last 2 tickets, and that he was going to have to buy 2 from a scalper for $1,500. He could hear Axel's voice in his head, $750 each. When the bell rang, he bottled out of his seat and hurried to the office, where he asked secretly if he could use the phone. She seemed sympathetic, but this was against school policy. Apparently, not the principal. The superintendent or even the president of the United States could change school policy. Where was Joe the Armadillo when you needed him? He left the office, said Spot, and met Kapok, a skinny white guy from his economics class. Mel was probably the one student in his class who was taking summer school because he wanted to, not because he had to.